Hi everyone, this is the Legendary R back again with more. This time I'm going to be doing another Beyblade Burst unboxing. This is going to be for Saber Valkyrie. So this Beyblade is Saber Valkyrie. It is B-187, and as you can see, it has the power, the power custom Bay launcher LR, and at the top you see is a attack type part of the burst system, right spin, and part of the dynamite battle layer system. Then you can see like the gimmick for it. You also see vault there. So card tell me so you know that it's real. Then the back of the box it shows you more information about the Beyblade. And yeah, that's about it. So before I get into the unboxing, I wanted to say, oops, I actually got this Beyblade from Malo Toys, and this is not a sponsored video, but if you go to the link in the description or the pinned comment, I actually do have a link, a special link to Malo Toys where you actually can help out the channel by buying whatever is on the site. So if you want to support the channel and you want to support me, then you can buy through that link. Anyway, let's get into the unboxing. And here are the stickers. If you want to kind of just see how many stickers there are. Basically just a whole bunch of stickers for like the Beyblade itself. Not really too much to say about that at the moment. Yeah, first let's get into the launcher. So for the launcher, the launcher is in all blue, and it's actually dual spin. So this is probably, I think this is actually the first time that they've ever came out with the power gear. And the power gear is basically a gear on the, it's basically this piece, where whenever you put it on the launcher, for some reason it's able to actually, I guess it's like a bigger gear, and actually gives your Beyblade more power whenever you launch. So that's a really important thing to have. And another thing to know about it is that it's actually customizable. So if you have, I'm putting in right spin right now, but you can actually switch between the rotations depending on whatever layer it is. So this is R for right spin. So when you put this together, it'll be in right spin. Then like how it was originally, it was in left spin, so this would be left spin. And also, because of being customizable, you can actually make a full, you can make an all gold launcher if you have the overdrive starter set. And you can do this. There you go, an all gold launcher. And then like for the Excalibur set, if you got Excalibur, you actually you could get like an all red launcher by having like the Excalibur launcher, and then you could do stuff like this where there's like a purplish blue here for this launcher, but this has a ball bearing in it, so yeah, you can mix and match with that. So yeah, there's basically just almost, it's basically like you have a whole bunch of combinations they can make with it. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to mention that and show that off a little bit, because one thing about the launchers is that you actually have a whole bunch of options whenever you get a nice amount of them. And it's good to actually have many options if you really want to just kind of customize and then make your launcher more like your own. But this is just a regular power gear launcher. It doesn't have a ball bearing in there or anything, but it just has the power gear. So yeah, it's pretty basic. It's kind of basic, just it's like a step up from the original launcher. But yeah, just keep that in mind. It's a pretty nice launcher to have. And now let's get into the Beyblade itself. One thing to note is that whenever you buy this Beyblade, you actually have a low chance. I don't know how low the chance is. I guess it's like 172, which is like which is what some people, I guess, is like 172. To actually get a red Saber Valkyrie. That's supposed to be like Roshan's Valkyrie from the anime. And yeah, I didn't get that, but I don't mind having the anime accurate version for vaults. Anyway, here is the layer. The layer is Saber Valkyrie. Saber Valkyrie is this is of course the first time we're seeing Saber Valkyrie. But yeah. Oh wow, these I actually do have this. I have the Saber Blade already from Saber Perseus, and the rubber on this is a lot. No, I'll show it. So here's the Saber Blade. I will show like a difference. So when I push it against it, it does kind of go in a little bit, but this, it goes in like a lot more. Yeah, this takes a lot more force. And on top of that, for this, has a lot of resistance, whereas this kind of bends in easier. So yeah, just I guess keep that in mind. I think they probably use like higher plastic for, softer plastic for this maybe. I mean softer rubber, because that is rubber. So here is the DB core. The DB core is Valkyrie. This is basically just Valkyrie 1. Let's call it that, Valkyrie 1. Because yeah, later on they did come with Ultimate Valkyrie. And for Valkyrie 1, it looks kind of bland without stickers, but some things to notice are that there is actually a red mark. The red cheek mark, which is supposed to mean that it's Vault's Valkyrie, and it was also kind of shown on Brave Valkyrie for the cheek mark thing. But the whole gimmick of this Beyblade is that whenever you have there's actually a spring in it, as you can see there, and it's supposed to make the Beyblade kind of become hard to burst, so they could do like a bound attack thing. Which yeah, it's a pretty unique gimmick, to say the least. I don't really know how good or bad it is, but I know they also did it on Dragon, so I guess I'll compare it to Dragon in my Dragon unboxing, maybe. Here is the blade. The blade is called Saber. Yeah, one thing to mention about Saber is that the rubber here is actually softer. So if you put some force on it, it bends in easier than for this. The one from the Overdrive SP set, yeah, it's harder. So the Overdrive SP set rubber is actually harder, and then for Saber Valkyrie softer. I don't know why it's like that, but it's actually softer, and I'm not sure if that means it's more durable or not, but I guess time will tell. I don't really use Saber much, but I could probably try and switch these out so they'll have like equal wear, maybe. But yeah, the whole gimmick of it is that whenever this contact point actually wears down, the red rubber contact point, then it'll become more aggressive. So it's like it's a little awakening gimmick, in a way. So yeah, that's basically the main idea of it. Here is the armor. The armor is called 7. Yeah, 7. So for 7, it has 7 points on it, I think. Yeah, there are 7 points on it, and I'm not really too sure what to say about it, because I don't do like a scale and weight thing. I just kind of look at it, but it looks pretty jagged. It doesn't really it doesn't make contact with anything, so I don't know how it could be. I don't know why they made it so jagged, but it's 7, that's for sure, 7, and there are 7 points on it, so yeah, good enough. I think this is actually one of the more unique kind of designs for the armor, so it's really sad that I don't think it actually got reprinted much. Then here's the driver. The driver is called Shot. The whole reason why it's called Shot is because the Beyblade shoots up whenever it basically starts off like this. I'm not trying to push it in, but it starts off like this, where it's like a sharp tip, and then as the Beyblade slows down, it springs up, basically just shoots up. And then it's supposed to be like a jumping gimmick, like a jumping Beyblade gimmick. It's really unique. And then it's supposed to also replace like the disc and the driver. So it actually has some metal on it to give it more weight. And I really like this. It reminds me of like an engine gear Beyblade. I never actually had one, but I know of them. But yeah, and then when we're trying to push it in, I think the spring on mine is kind of strong, but yeah, it has a little sharp tip. But yeah, here's the Here's a little symbol if you want to see it more. It looks pretty nice to me. One extra thing, I'll go over this in a different video, but this is actually the this is the V gear. V gear goes on Venture or Adventure, either one, and you can use this to actually upgrade your Dynamite Belial or Divine Belial, either one. Yeah, we'll just see what happens with this because I don't know yet. Okay, let's put the Beyblade together. I want to know the clicks. Oh wow, I'm doing like the first click, and it's not accepting the Beyblade at all. Do you see this? It's not accepting it. Oh wow. So it actually is pretty tight, I guess. Oh, now I can see the gimmick. So the gimmick is like this, where it's like bound attack, and you have to get basically about halfway to bursting to actually get like a full spring back. It seems like it kind of hits hard, to be honest. But we'll see. Let's see how good it is when we do the test battles. So for the test battles, I'll be doing Saber Valkyrie versus Magma Ephrair. Magma Ephrair has the 9 armor for now. I don't know if I'll change it or not later. Then we have Astral Spriggan and Left Spin in balance mode also. And then we also have Dynamite Belial. So yeah, let's do the battles. 3, 2, 1, go! Shoot! Okay, so Saber Valkyrie's in the arena. Oh, and it shot up the yeah, the actual Beyblade activated. Valkyrie's on the ridge. It's actually really tall now, so I wonder how that affects its performance. And I want to say that was like a draw. And you have to actually push in the driver whenever you have to push it in between every battle. Okay. Oh, and Astral Spriggan was halfway to bursting. Okay, next battle. 3, 2, 1, go! Shoot! Okay, so let's see if Saber Valkyrie can actually beat Magma Ephrair. Okay, Valkyrie activates. It actually sped up, wow. It's basically like an anime gimmick come to life. Yeah, I think Valkyrie stalled too much. Yeah, Valkyrie stalled too much. Either way, Valkyrie wins with a spin finish. Go! Shoot! Oh wow. Valkyrie springs into action. And the Belial is just in the center and just spinning in the center. Yeah, Valkyrie seems like it's one of those Beyblades that just likes to stall. And I don't know, I don't really see that as a good thing, to be honest. Yeah, Belial takes the win with the spin finish. It did get one click off of Belial, and that is kind of hard to do. Saber Valkyrie is an interesting release, to say the least. So one thing to keep in mind about Saber Valkyrie is that I noticed that there's only 2 teeth with it. And because there only being 2 teeth, if, let's say it gets hit really hard and then has a lot of recoil, then it could possibly burst itself. And then with also the shot gimmick, it's basically like having I guess like a Tornado Battler Beyblade, if you remember those from the Metal series. So yeah, I feel like this Beyblade is just mainly for fun. But with this power launcher, the power launcher actually makes it a whole lot better because you get like a stronger launch, and then you can also kind of just use it for aesthetics and stuff like that. So overall, what do I think of Saber Valkyrie? Like a overall review of it. Saber Valkyrie is one of those Beyblades that I feel like is mainly just for fun. You could probably do something competitively with it if you use bound attack in a certain way. I'm not sure what way is the correct way to use bound attack, but if you use the bound attack gimmick, you might also. I feel like I would recommend this for people that want to have Beyblade for fun. Why did I say that not competitive? Well, for competitive people, you might want to use Dragon. Like, Dragon might be a little bit better because it came out later and could probably fix maybe the issue of having only 2 teeth with Valkyrie. And then for it to be like competitively, maybe Saber could be competitive, possibly, depending on how you look at it. Maybe 7. Well, no, I wouldn't say 7. Yeah, I think mainly if you want to get this for a competitive play, well, if you're a competitive player and want to buy this, I feel like it's good for the power gear, and then you can also use it for the Saber DB core, and also maybe you can also use it for the Saber DB blade, and you can also use it for the DB core maybe. Then for people that want to play Beyblade for fun, it's really great for fun because of the jumping gimmick. The jumping gimmick actually makes the Beyblade even more fun to play around with. And then also the bound attack too. And then if you just want to be a collector, this is perfect for collectors because you get a launcher, which means you can launch your Beyblades easier because it's a string launcher. And then you also get the Beyblade itself, which is great, and you also have that chance to actually get that rare version of the Beyblade too, which that could also be something else that you could kind of try to get eventually. For the yeah, I couldn't get everything into the single frame, but you can actually get this for complete. You can actually get the V gear with this, and that actually gives you the ability to complete your perfect dynamite Belial and your perfect divine Belial and dangerous. So yeah, I feel like this actually does make it better. I feel like this actually makes the set overall better because if you want to use it for competitive reasons, then you can actually get it. And then for the people that want to have like fun and collectors, it's actually great for collectors because this piece actually does complete your Belial. And then for the people that want to have fun, could be fun of course. Then for just this piece alone, it's actually great could be good competitively too because of the fact that this can actually have more spin, more life after death. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I know that the video is already pretty long, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure I completely wrapped up my thoughts. And also please keep in mind that if you want to buy this Beyblade, you can actually buy it from Model of Toys. I have a link in the description and the pinned comment for it. And that's about it for this video. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not sponsored by Model Toys for this video. I just wanted to mention that you can actually buy the Beyblade itself if you want to support the channel. So, like if you want, share if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye, and we are proven to be legendary. Stay legendary.